No such thing as just a Category 1 hurricane or just a tropical storm, because even when the winds aren't that strong, they still produce tons of rain. So flooding, the storm surge, a big issue, coastal erosion as it made landfall and still off the East Coast right now. Let's take a look at the satellite picture with Hermine, and there's just no excuse for those cruise ships to be anywhere near the middle of that thing. We had pretty well forecast. Let's zoom out and show you where it is, and it's off the East Coast, still swirling around. And see, the bulk of the moisture, the rain, is still staying offshore, but it's a big system and it's still having an impact along the East Coast. Zoom in for a closer look. A little bit of cloud cover, but mainly just gusty winds. And the waves kicked up by this system are still going to be causing coastal erosion all along the East Coast. And that's going to continue for the next few days because, first of all, the winds are still pretty strong, 70 miles an hour. What we call a post-tropical storm, which means it's lost its tropical characteristics. Don't worry about that. We're not going to get into a meteorology lecture, but it's just going to linger here off the East Coast, take a little jog to the west and northwest, and then expected to curve back out to sea, but still a pretty wide forecast cone at that point as we head through the next several days, but just lingering out there at least through Wednesday, maybe into Wednesday night and Thursday before it moves farther offshore and they can start to kind of clean up along the East Coast. Again, it's mainly going to be the rip currents, the waves, coastal erosion causing the major issues there along the East Coast. Let's take a look at what's happening locally, and skies are brightening. We're about a half an hour away from sunrise right now. Not seeing any fog developing in any abundance across the mid-state, so things are looking good in that regard. We should see quite a bit of sunshine as we head through the day. Just a few fair weather clouds developing overhead. Nothing showing up on the forewarned live radar. Things are nice and calm out there so far this morning. Clean sweep of the skies, the nearest sprinkle back here in eastern Arkansas, and that's not going to be a threat for us today. Zooming in for a look at temperatures, and they're all over the place. Anywhere from the low 60s in eastern Middle Tennessee down to 60 right now in Cookeville with the latest update, 61 Livingston and McMinnville, to the low 70s in western Middle Tennessee, 72 in Murray, Paris, and in Parsons. We're in between in Nashville at 70 degrees officially, but most backyard temperatures around Metro Nashville beginning in the mid to upper 60s. We are going to heat up. Temperatures are going to climb to the upper 80s by noon. The humidity will be more noticeable than the past couple of days. Friday and Saturday were downright pleasant, but the humidity is going to be creeping back in as we head through the week. It's not a return to August, July levels of humidity, but it's still going to be noticeable. Low 90s for highs this afternoon, enough mugginess to make it feel a degree or two warmer, but the heat index isn't going to be a big deal. Best chance of an isolated shower. Looks like it's going to be in eastern Middle Tennessee today. A couple of blink and you'll miss some blips on the radar simulation. I would not worry about that if you have any outdoor plans for this Labor Day holiday. Calm weather expected tonight into tomorrow morning. A nice calm start to the abbreviated work week. Tomorrow's best chance, again, blink and you'll miss it. Looks like western Middle Tennessee for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. We'll bring that isolated chance across the rest of the mid-state Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But even then, 20%, that means most of us are going to stay dry. We just can't completely rule out the possibility of an isolated storm. Better chance on Saturday. That looks like a cold front's going to slip through the area. That should drop humidity levels for the Titans opener on Sunday. It's still going to be warm out there, but as long as it's not too muggy, then that goes a long way.
No, you're right about that. All right, Paul, thank you. It is a